know I'm about to go in. Told me that I couldn't do it, but I gotta bring it back, so they're really on with it. Let's go. Tell me where you're from, where you stay. Now I keep it lit from the coast to the bay. Peace on the right.
If you guys are sick of wasting money on packs, go check out my sponsor. They offer the cheapest and most reliable way to buy coins straight from the source. Use code MAZE at checkout for 15% off your entire order. Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we're going to be finishing the Las Vegas Raiders free offensive ebook that I started a couple weeks ago. Now, this is going to be part 3. And if you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, I recommend watching those because those are going to be the bulk of the offense. And then this is just another formation you can add to your arsenal. I was looking for a good word. Arsenal is a good word. Now, as always for these videos, they're going to be more casual, more conversational, because I feel like that helps get the information across a little bit better instead of cut. So it might be a little bit longer. It's not going to be as long as the other ones, but I'm going to try to get as much information in here as I possibly can. And of course, before we get into the video, we're going to go over the best comments of the day. The first comment, and I should say comments, comes from KJB. He said, "Don't mind me, just helping Maze get recommended more." And he commented like 50 times. And I got to say, there was a few of you that did this. And I have about 400 comments on my last video, which I don't know how to feel about that, but thank you guys, I think. And the second comment comes from Ozzy Villafuerte, who said, "Mazomatic does anything." I'm telling you guys, Madden fatigue. And then AJ Mejia said, "Gets tired after 5 strokes. His girl, what the fuck? Maze, sorry babe, Madden fatigue." And I'm telling you guys, Madden fatigue is a real problem, okay? It's a real problem that affects millions of Americans every year, so spread awareness. It starts with a conversation. Getting into the ebook today, we're going to be going over gun bunch tight end, which is a formation that's been very popular in Madden for many, many years, so it's no surprise it's good again this year. And again, any type of bunch formation is usually good in Madden. That's why gun bunch is good every year, and this is pretty similar. So for personnel, you're going to want tight end apprentice on your tight end. That's like my favorite ability this year. I say every ability is my favorite ability, but the 2 abilities that I really think you need on any team, any scheme, no matter what, are gunslinger and tight end apprentice. Those are the 2 that I think make the biggest impact on my offense. And then in terms of your receivers, you're going to want speed across the board. Madden 21 speed is huge. And by the way, I'm playing this on the old gen PS4. I haven't really played the PS5 new updated gen, so I'm not really sure if this is still going to be as effective in the next gen. But for PS4 users or Xbox users, this is going to work amazingly. And the reason I'm going over this and throwing this in here, even though it's been a couple weeks, is because there's one play out of this formation that is phenomenal, and that's PA boot over. It's a glitch play, and the reason it's a glitch play is because I'll show you when we get into it, but PA boot over is the primary play. Getting back into your personnel, though, you're probably going to want your best receiver right here in the middle. I think this is the person that I throw to the most. And then other than that, like I said, gunslinger, you want a relatively mobile quarterback. You can run this scheme with any quarterback, but you're going to want someone who's relatively mobile. I say Josh Allen, Dante Culpepper, someone like that is probably going to be best. But even if you're using someone like Brett Favre, it's going to be okay. I wouldn't recommend using someone super slow like Dan Marino or something like that. But other than that, that's pretty much all you need for your personnel. And getting into it, let's take a look at the audibles. You're going to want inside switch, inside zone, curl flat corner, and stick. And then the glitch play is PA boot over, and you are going to come out in PA boot over every single time. And you guys, trust me, this is probably the most annoying play in the game right now. If you don't know how to stop it, you're going to get this ran on you the entire game, and you're going to end up quitting out. Now, I am going to show you guys in this video how to stop PA boot over as well. So if somebody's running it on you, then you'll know how to stop it. But I would say most players online are going to have no idea how to stop it. So if you are not like, a top tier level player and you're matching up with guys who aren't super amazing at the game, you can run this play all game. You can run this play every single down and you'll win the game. I can almost guarantee it. So one more time, going over the audibles: inside switch, inside zone, curl flat corner, stick, and then you're going to come out in PA boot over every time. So let's start with PA boot over. This is, again, the bread and butter of this offense. So we're going to come out in PA boot over, and we're just going to go against a random play. So the way you're going to want to run this, because a lot of times you want the bunch to the field side, but when you're running PA boot over, you're going to be rolling out to the right. So you're going to want the bunch to the left. That way, or not necessarily the left, but if you're on the left hash, you're going to want it on the short side, which is the left, and then you're going to be rolling out to the right. So you want to have a lot of field in front of you to let those routes develop. And there's only one adjustment you're going to want to make, and that's put Travis Kelce on a tight end delay fade. And that is the glitch part of this, because if you roll out, there's nothing that really covers that tight end delay fade other than a user. So if his user is on the tight end delay fade, one of the other guys is going to be open 100%. If the user covers the other guys, the tight end delay fade is going to be open 100%. Even if you man up the tight end delay fade, let's say on the tight end delay fade, even on defense, if you're like getting pissed off, you're like he keeps throwing it to the tight end, I'm going to man him up. When you roll out, for some reason, the person who's manned up on him will just rush the quarterback, and it's going to leave the tight end wide open once again. So it doesn't matter what coverage this is. Doesn't matter anything. This play will work. So we're just going to run it here. We're going to roll out here. And you see here, that was on the run throw from Patrick Mahomes. A nice throw. But you're going to have someone open. If they cover the flat, you're going to have the crosser open. If they cover the crosser, you're usually going to have the flat open. If they user one side, you're going to have the tight end delay fade open. And it's kind of weird. So here, once again, we're going to run this, and you're just going to see triangle's going to be open just about every time. And what you're going to expect is they're going to start using that, obviously, or they're going to put like a 25, 30-yard flat. Now, if somebody knows, if a good player knows you're running this, they're going to have a better shot at stopping it. But even if you get pressure sent at you, you're blocking so many people that you're going to have time to roll out and get it off. So it's really tough to blitz this as well because you're blocking a tight end and a running back. You're blocking 7. So it's pretty tough to blitz. Now, the way to stop this, and again, you look at this, it's just insane. Now, something you're going to notice is Patrick Mahomes has Deadeye, which is going to let it's roaming Deadeye. No, he's got dashing Deadeye. So that means Patrick Mahomes on the run is going to hit that throw every time. If you're playing online, what you can do is you can put roaming Deadeye on your quarterback. And it's another glitch that as you're rolling out, if you let go of right trigger right as you throw the ball, the computer thinks his feet are set, and it's going to give you the Deadeye from roaming Deadeye. Because if you didn't know, roaming Deadeye is set feet outside of the pocket is perfect accuracy. So even though if you're on the run, if you just let go of right trigger or R2 and then you throw the ball, you're going to get a roaming Deadeye throw. And so that's going to make you accurate 100% of the time because you are, for this play, a majority of the time going to be throwing on the run. So let's just keep running. I'm going to show you how to run this. See, there was somebody manned up on the... See, no one can cover that tight end. When you roll out, everybody flows to your side. So I'm running random. I'm going against a random defense, and you're going to see the tight end will be open every time I roll out. So I'm running random defense, so the computer's running a bunch of different defenses. And look at that. There's so much space. I could have racked that for 30 yards. So because the play is flowing completely to the right, your tight end is going to be like your safe dump-off option, even if everything is covered. Right there, just look how much space you got, guys. They just sent like a 7-man blitz, and we still were able to roll out and get this pass off. So, again, this is the bread and butter of this offense. If they start playing super aggressively, that post on the outside from Watkins right there is going to be open. And, again, you can just, it's just crazy. That was a bad throw from Mahomes, but it's on the okay. But you guys can see if you had roaming Deadeye, that would be a perfect throw. This play is beautiful. Now, how to stop it? Let me see if I can go on the defensive side of the ball. So, unfortunately, the playbook I'm in for the Cowboys doesn't actually have gun bunch tight end. So I'm going to come out in gun bunch and just show you. But to defend this, you come out in big nickel over G. You call cover 3 sky, and then we're going to go in gun bunch just to show you because they don't have bunch tight end. But we're going to call another play action. Actually, we'll just call verticals. Okay, so let's just pretend this is the same play. Let's pretend this is gun bunch tight end, what we were just running, but it's not. Okay, so here's how you're going to stop it. You're going to press, you are going to blitz these outside guys, and you're going to crash out. Normally, when you user blitz, you're going to pinch your line and crash out, but when you do that, you don't come in against gun bunch tight end. So all you do is blitz the outside corners and press and crash your line out, and then when they hike the ball, it's going to be a play action, and you're just going to shoot through the gap. Now, of course, because it's a different formation, it doesn't work. But let's just pretend that it worked. But again, press, blitz the outside guys, and crash your D-line out. That's all you do. And then your user, you can fly in. Because it's a play action, you're going to blow up the whole play. You're going to sack him before he even starts rolling out. And so they're going to stop running that really fucking quick. Because people who come out in this, see, just pretend that was it. Pretend that was it. But you guys get the picture. Cover 3 sky, big nickel over G, press, blitz the outside guys, and crash your line out. User rush up the middle. Before they're even done with the play action, he'll be sacked. Your opponent will stop running it. They won't be able to run it on you all game, and they're going to have to find something else in their playbook. So now we're going to go over the other plays and the audibles and how you can make a scheme out of this. Now, obviously, if you're a good player, that PA boot over play is going to be good, but you're not going to be able to run that every single play against a good player. They're going to end up shutting that down. But what you can do is switch it up and make a scheme, have that PA boot play be like kind of your bread and butter, but then if you mix in other plays, it's going to be really hard to guess what you're doing and stop. Now, the inside zone, I'm not going to stay too long on this, but the inside zone actually is a really good run. You can motion guys over. It's one of the better inside zones in the game because I think that tight end is on the line and the blocking from the bunch is really good. But you can motion this guy in. I actually motioned him out last time, but if you motion that in, and I'm not having good run stick right here, but like I said, I'm going to try to not cut this as much as possible, but if you motion that outside guy in, usually he's going to end up getting a pretty good block for you, like a crack block in there, and then there we go. That was a better run. But this inside zone is pretty good. Now, primarily, you're going to be passing, but it is good to throw in the runs. I would say run every third or fourth play. If you're going on like just a regular drive, try to run every third or fourth play. This inside zone, again, is a pretty good run. Not the best run in the game, but good enough to get you solid yardage and make your opponent really think about stopping the run. The first play we're going to go over is inside switch. Now, I'm going to show you guys a couple nice route combinations you can make out of this play. And again, you can make a lot of your own. So when I do this, I kind of show you guys some route combos I like, and you guys can kind of remember those. And then when you run it, you're going to find some that you like, maybe some you don't like, and get your own style on this scheme. So to start, we're going to go with inside switch. And something I would do is I would put triangle on a streak, put square on a slant, and then put your tight end on a post. All right, so you got a great high-low read on the left, high-low read on the right. Make the user choose one or the other. And if the slant's there early, throw a low pass to the slant. Okay, if the slant's there early, throw a low pass to the slant. If they're not playing hard flats, we're going to run this again. Again, that's what it should look like. If they're not playing hard flats, throw it to the flats. Your running back out of the backfield is going to get a huge gain, and that's going to be annoying. Now, just be careful that the user's not going to lurk that, because I think the most common throw that people throw a pick six on is when they're trying to throw to their running back in the flat. So be very, very careful about that. And then if they're playing hard flats or double flatting on the right to cover the slant and the running back, and they're not playing hard flats on the left, you can throw it to circle. And if they play hard flats on the left, that's when the tight end post is going to come in, okay? So the tight end post is going to be your last read, but that's your best read, okay? Because I would say more often than not, that's the one that is going to be open. So again, if we run it, triangle on a streak, square on a slant, tight end on a post, okay? So the reason the post is so good is because you got the flat route from Hardman, circle, which is going to take a flat out to the sideline. Even if it's a deeper flat, it's going to go straight to the sideline. Then you got Hill on the streak, who's fast. He's going to push everybody deep and clear out that area. So if we look again, see circle is open there. But even though circle was open and they played hard flats, Kelsey was still open, because even though it wasn't a hard flat, the flat route still dragged the deeper flat out to the sideline. So there was still a pocket for Kelsey, even though the flat was there. So we're going to call it one more time. And again, that's what the route combo is going to look like. And if the flat's there, just throw it to the flat. All right, I got Hardman there in the flats. Take it, stop and go, suck my dick. There we go. See, even though it was a flat, I still got a touchdown. And if you got some good stick, that's what's going to happen. You're going to make them play hard flats. And when they start playing hard flats, that's when you start pushing them deeper, okay? Another simple way you could run inside switch, if you want to quick hike them, you come out and inside switch. All you got to do is streak the tight end and hike it. And then make a read. That was man coverage. Again, I'm running against a random defense, so I'm having to make a read on the fly. But you should always have some plays in your playbook to quick hike your opponent. It will piss them off, and then you make quick reads like that. If they're not able to make their adjustments, they're not going to, like, obviously, there are ways to stop all these plays. Like, you're like, oh, double flat the right, double flat the left, and then user over the middle and rush this guy off. Obviously, there are ways to stop every play. But that's why sometimes if you quick hike them, they're not able to make their adjustments, and then that's when you're going to get them. Now, that was just a bad read by me. I just quick through it. But my point stands. If I'm going to call the play again, and again, just a little quick hike. If it's zone coverage, triangle over the middle will probably be open. Triangle was open. I almost got sacked, though, so there was a huge gap over there in the middle. But again, we're going to call it one more time. I'm just going to show you guys how quick you can quick hike this. And you see there just like a quick throw to your hitch route, too. But again, be very weary of their user. My advice when you're running stuff like this is your initial read, look, where is their user at? Identifier is a great way if you want to use the AP on that to see who their user is before the play. But usually they're going to have to pick one side or the other. And again, if there's no one in the flats, you could easily throw it to the flats there to Hardman and take that up. You're going to make your opponent play hard flats a million times. The stick is just insane, boys. By the way, rip to stick, rip to stop and go is apparently new gen. You can't do any of this shit anymore, which sucks. But that's another way you can run inside switch. I'll show you one more. We call it inside switch. Let's say you put your tight end on a post route. You put... you leave triangle where he is. You put circle on a streak, and then you motion over this post that turns into a corner. Now, that's a pretty solid route combo right there. And we see man coverage here. You're going to throw the corner out. If you guys didn't know, if it's a man press and you motion a route, it's going to completely burn the press. They cannot get a good press after a motion. It just doesn't work. That's how the game is. So if you notice somebody with one step aheads, or they're really man pressing you, or like bench press, nobody runs that shit anymore. But if that is the case, again, all you got to do is this, and then motion over this guy, Again, high-low on the right. You kind of got a high-low on the left. And if nobody's in the hard flats, you throw it. This time you see Kelsey was wide open. So that's another good route combo. Again, you're going to develop your own style. That's how you can run inside switch. Now, the next one we're going to look at is curl flat corner. Next play we're going to look at is curl flat corner. The only reason I like this play, curl flat corner right here, L1. The only reason I like this play, you're going to want to run it to the wide side. The only reason I like this play is because of that deep corner. That's going to toast people's default zone drops, or even if they have deep zone drops. You put Watkins on a streak. You put Hardman on a flat. It looks like a very, very simple route combo. And let's say you put Kelsey on a hitch just for like a check down. This looks like a very simple route combo, but if you have the time, and I'm not going to have the time because he's blitzing, I don't know what kind of defense that was. That was not a good look. But any type of zone drop, really, that corner is going to get very, very deep. So that's good to, if people are running certain zone drops that are going to stop a lot of corner routes. This curl flat play is really nice because of how deep that corner is. So this is going to kill a cover 2. Someone's running a cover 2. The deep half is going to run with Watkins, and then Hill is going to get wide open behind that. Now, against a cover 3, that's what's going to stop it the most. Now, you guys just saw right there, a cover 3, because it's so deep, a cover 3 is going to play that corner. So if they're sitting in cover 3, do not run curl flat corner. That's where stick comes in. So we're going to call stick now. And you see the corner route for stick is a lot shorter. And what you can also do is smart route it if you want to get a different depth on it, depending on where your down and distance is. If you want it to be a quicker corner and it's like a second and short, you can smart route it and make that shorter. But again, and then on the backside, you can do whatever you want. You can put your tight end on a corner and then put your running back on a wheel like that. That's a solid route combo out of stick. And then again, make a read. Tyreek's got one-on-one. Fuck you, Mahomes. You got to get that ball off. Shit happens. But that's how you can run stick. Stick is very simple. You can run stick to the short side. You can run stick to the short side too. Again, just streak the streak triangle. Watkins isn't the best receiver. And honestly, I'm going to be honest, this stick corner is not the best against man coverage. You know, there's some corner routes that are really sharp and really sticky. This is not really one of them. So I'd be very weary throwing this stock corner route against man coverage. And the last setup I want to show you guys is out of stick. Once again, you're going to put your tight end on a crosser, put square your outside receiver on a slant, and then put R1 on a wheel. And that is a relatively solid route combo. I actually don't really like that much. I changed my mind. We're going to run that out of inside switch. Tight end on a crosser. Actually, no. We're going back to stick. The reason we like that is because Hill is on an option route, okay? An option route, I would run this to the wide side, actually. An option route, if it's zone coverage, he's going to stick it up in the soft spot. If it is man coverage, he's going to run an out route, which beats man as well. And Watkins is going to drag any flat out, okay? So we're gonna call this again. Put your tight end on a crosser. Put the outside receiver on a slant. And you can put your running back, if you have running back apprentice or running back master, put him on a flat, or you can put him on a wheel. I'm going to put him on a wheel here because we don't have that ability. So that's what it looks like here. And if you want, you can motion this guy out, get a little bit better spacing. See right there? Kelsey was open because, I'm going to show you the replay on that. Kelsey was open because it was zone coverage, and because Tyreek Hill stuck up in his zone, it dragged down that zone that was supposed to cover Kelsey. So you see right here, Tyreek stuck right here, got this zone on him, and then it left a soft spot right here. And this took the flat as well. So that's another solid route combo. And that's going to pretty much do it, guys. Again, the main reason I'm making this video and making this third part of the ebook is because of that rollout play, that PA bunch boot over, whatever it's called. It is a play, and again, you make your opponent stop it. If you're running this scheme, make your opponent stop that rollout play before you start doing all this other stuff. Because there are some people, even good players, you're going to be able to run that every single play for the entire weekend league. You'll get 15, 16 wins if you ran that play alone in weekend league. So I don't know if I'm opening up Pandora's box and this is going to become a shit show where everybody starts running this online, but I did show you guys how to stop it. Big nickel over G, blitz the outside guys, crash out, press, shoot up the middle. You'll be able to stop it, and they'll get out of that real quick. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know if you guys are running this online. Again, the Discord I'm going to pin again in the comments. If you guys want lab partners or anything like that, or have questions, there's going to be people in there that can answer them if you guys are all running the same scheme. So it's just a great place to converse with other people, like-minded people about Madden, get better at the game, find partners, and all that good stuff. I will be streaming tonight as well. Hope to see you guys over there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you do.
I'd love you forever. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll be seeing you boys very soon.